Hello friends. Now next topic is mixtures and allegations. Allegation is a rule that is used to determine the mean value of the mixture when the prices of the individual items being mixed together. Generally, many people do that is they mix quality two quality products at two different prices. So in this we'll find the price of the mixture. Okay, the formula is very easy. Mean price equal to P1 into Q1 plus P2 Q2 upon Q1 plus Q2. P1 is price of the quantity 1 and P2 is price of quantity 2. We just have to remember one very important thing. The value of the mixture is always higher than the lowest value and lower than the highest value. So the final mean price will be in between these two values. This is one method is called cross allegation method. This is very important. Uh, the formula is like quantity of smaller cost Q1 upon quantity of larger cost Q2 is equal to the ratio is equal to larger cost, that is P1 minus mean cost PM upon PM minus smaller cost P2. So the cross allegation method says that this is price of cheaper quantity, price of the costly material, mean price. So here the ratio will be P2 PM minus P2 because P2 will be less than PM, and here it is P1 minus PM. We'll solve one problem, then we'll understand it in a better way. Okay, so the first problem is a shopkeeper buys 26 kgs of milk at rupees 16 per kg. He also buys from another source an inferior quality of milk at rupees 10. How much quantity of the latter, that means rupees 10 per kg, should be buy to mix it with the former so that they can sell the mixture at rupees 14 per kg without making any loss. So here mean price is given, price of the first quantity and quantity of the first milk is given. Okay, so quantity of milk at 10 rupees per kg upon quantity of milk as rupees 16 kg is equal to 16 minus 14 because it is milk of the higher cost. 16 minus 14 upon 14 minus 10, so you'll get the ratio as half. So the quantity of milk at 16 per kg is twice as quantity of milk as rupees 10 per kg. Since the shopkeeper is buying 26 kgs of milk of the rate 16 kgs, so that means he'll have to buy the inferior quality milk, that is of rupees 10 13 kg, that is 26 by 2 is equal to 13 kgs. It's very simple if you remember the formula, or you can also solve it by cross allegation methods. Now the next problem, find the quantity of wheat at rupees 10 per kg which should be mixed with 25 kg of wheat at rupees 8 per kg, so that selling the mixture at rupees 15 per kg there is 80% profit. So you have to find the cost price first because there is 80% profit. That means the 20 cost price of the mixture will be 15 into 100 upon 180 is equal to rupees 25 by 3 per kg. So this is the mean price of the mixture. So applying the same formula, 10 minus the mean price upon mean price minus the 8. Okay, you'll get the ratio as 5:1. That means if he is buying 25 kgs of this 10 rupees per kg per kg weight, then he should buy 5 kgs of 8 rupees per kg rice. No, sorry, it is written that the 8 kg is 8 rupees kg is 25 kgs. That means this is 25. So how much this should be? So 5:1 ratio, that means it should be 5 kgs. Now we'll see one problem in which we use cross allegation method. In what ratio must wheat at rupees 10.5 per kg be mixed with wheat at rupees 13 per kg, so that the mixture is worth rupees 11 per kg. Here you can't find the final quantities because no quantity is mentioned. You have to find the ratio. The cost price of 1 kg wheat of first kind is 1050, of second kind is 1300. Okay, I have converted in pesos and the mean price is 1100. So 1100 minus 1050 is 50, 1300 minus 1100 is 200. So the ratio will be 200:50, that is 4:1. That means the first kind to second kind will be 4:1. Now the next example, a jar contains a mixture of two liquids P and Q in the ratio 4:1. When 10 liters of the liquid Q is poured into the jar, the ratio becomes 2:3. How many liters of liquid P were contained in the... Now if we'll simplify the data, in the first mixture the ratio is 4:1. That means the quantity of Q in terms of percent is 20%. Okay, now the 10 liters of liquid Q is poured into that. That means percentage of Q in second mixture is 100% because there is no P in that. Now the final mixture becomes 2:3. That means the percentage of Q in the final mixture is 60%. Okay, so if you use the cross alligation method, 100 minus 60, that is 40, and 60 minus 20, that is 40. That means the ratio is 1:1. So volume of first is to volume of second is 1:n. The volume of mixture first is equal to 10 liters because the other mixture the volume was 10 liters. Okay, now you have to find the how many liters of liquid P were contained in the jar. So we know that initially the ratio was 4:1. So if the quantity is 10 liters, then you can easily tell that the quantity of P was 8 liters. So replacement n times. If a container contains a unit of liquid, A units of liquid, from which B units are taken out and replaced by water. After an operation, ratio of the liquid left to the total liquid initially present is given as amount left after an replacement upon total volume is equal to A minus B upon A raised to n. We will understand this by solving an example. This is actually a great problem. In zone 11, a container originally contains 10 liters of pure spirit. For this, from 1 liter of spirit is replaced with 1 liter of water. Subsequently, 1 liter of mixture is again replaced with 1 liter of water, and this process is repeated one more time. That means they are repeating this process thrice. How much spirit is now left in the container? So the formula is A minus B upon A. Okay. Upon total volume, I have shifted this total volume here. Okay. So 10 minus 1 upon 10, 9 upon 10 raised to 3 into 10. So if you'll solve this, you'll get the answer as 7.21 liters. This is another problem as in GATE paper 2010. A tank has 100 liters of water. At the end of every hour, the following two operations are performed in a sequence. What is the first operation? Water equals to m% of current content of this tank is added to the tank, and water equal to n% of current content of the tank is removed from the tank. Okay, that means adding and removing. At the end of 5 hours, tank contains exactly 100 liters of water. Okay, after 10 operation, 5 hours means each operation. If you will count the total is 10 operation, the relation between m and n is. So we will solve this by approximation. Initial level of 100. So I am assuming right now that m and n both are equal, that is 10%. So after adding 10% of 100 current content level, it is equal to 110%. And if you remove 10% and after removing 10% of 110, that means 10% of 110 is 11. So the current content will become 99 liters. So after the first operation, water level gets reduced to 99 liters. So I have assumed that M and N will be 10%. So suppose I will assume that N is greater than 10%, then also the level will not reach 200 liters after the first operation. So we can generalize that the N should always be less than M, so that the level of water can be 100%, 100 liters after the fifth operations also. So answer will be B.